Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. Oh, man, I'm super stoked, super excited. And we are your hosts.
I'm Dayna Pereira.
And I'm Brimstone. It's going to be an awesome episode. Why, Dayna?
Oh, man, you know what? We actually got a really good little grip of stories here today.
I like them. I'm seeing in chunks, and I like to see chunks.
Yeah.
Not the ones that come out of your mouth, but the ones that you read on paper. I love it. I love it. I love it. And what was really funny is you and I had a quick conversation the other day. Is we're becoming the Ann Landers of the you know, they want now people want us to be their professionals. You know, so we are now becoming your love professionals, people, and we are your. We're your pros, and we're gonna make this awesome, and we're gonna give you every bit of advice that we can possibly give you.
I know. I always feel like doesn't it make you feel a little special? Like people are like, hey, can you help me? What would you do? What's your advice on this? I'm like, well, what I would do.
Yeah, but you're probably more prone to giving good advice than me. I mean,
I'm really, really good at dishing the advice. Taking the advice, on the other hand, is a whole different ball game.
There we go. I think it's so funny, but what do you call it? It's beautiful. Guys, thank you so much for continuing to love and support the show. We appreciate you. We love the fact that you guys are members of the club, and just keep them coming. And we love the stories. That's what really makes it work. You know what I mean? The one-liners, not they're great, but not as good as the stories.
Yeah, Brim asked for the meat, and you guys are giving him the meat.
Wow, that didn't sound so good, Dayna. I don't ask for meat. I dish the meat. Thank you very much. But no. Anyway, so you want to get started?
Yeah, let's go. All
right,
you want me to kick us off?
I do.
Okay, here we go. For the last 6 months, I've been blackmailed into sleeping with my boss. She found my OnlyFans page, she says by accident, but I think one of the other employees told her, to be honest. She told me that if I wanted to keep my job, and then in parentheses, he's an accountant, and didn't want my clients to find out, I would give her dick whenever she wants it. She threatened to tell my friends and family, and I have no idea what to do. What would you do?
Ooh. Okay, well, we got a lot of different things going on here. Now, do you want... I think we have to have the fun with it, and then we also have to have the serious stuff.
Yeah.
Because this is a serious situation.
Mm-hmm.
And again, what's good for the goose is good for the gander in any situation. Especially this. And some people might go, "Oh, you're a guy. You can't be pressured into doing things that you don't want to do." But yes, you can. You can. And this person obviously is. So first and foremost, is she hot? You know, I had to say that. Listen, I wouldn't be Brim if I didn't say that, right? You know, but like, one, if she's hot and you don't mind, well, then that's maybe a different story altogether. So you got to make the decision on whether you want to, continue to pursue it for your own, needy needs. Now, that being said, look, anybody with what do you call it? That's doing this, OnlyFans thing, and look, I mean, people making lots of money with it, and the fact is if you have it out there. I'm putting this out to the rest of the world, not the people who are doing it. It doesn't mean that they're there for your sexual pleasure in terms of real life. And you shouldn't be taking advantage of them, or you shouldn't be looking to take advantage of them. If they're not welcoming you into their bedroom, then you are not welcome into their bedroom. Mm-hmm. So what do you call that being said? What I would do is I would say, all right, no problem, and go directly to the police, show them any kind of information that you have on that, and you should light that ass up on fire and make sure that ass is going to be arrested for it, because again, this is bullshit. And I'm sorry, I've had people come at me before and like, oh, we could do this. You could say whatever the hell you want. I don't care what you want to say. The truth is in the proverbial pudding, and it's I'm not going to let you get at me. So, the fact is if this person is blackmailing you and they're doing this to you, and you're not okay with it, because it sounds like you're not okay with it,
Yeah.
I would absolutely positively bring it to the authorities and handle it, because you know what? You can get an accounting job elsewhere. And let's be honest. The accounting's pretty much almost done for this year anyway. So you know what? You have another however long to get a new position, or you'll take over her practice, because at the end of the day, she's going to be ponying up a lot of money for this.
Yeah.
Listen, people go to jail for this. People
Yeah.
go to jail for it. It is a crime, and I believe that you should take care of that. Again, unless you want to keep giving her dick, then that's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's you.
Gather up that evidence. Like make sure you have all of your ducks in a row that you can take this to somebody and be like, oh, fuck no. Because I'll tell you, the world is a lot more forgiving of your OnlyFans page than you think. Nobody really gives a fuck. Your
No.
family's going to forgive you. Your clients probably don't even fucking care. So do your OnlyFans, then gather up your evidence. You take that to the authorities. You fucking sue her ass. You take over her company.
And let's be, and just to add a little bit of nugget of knowledge in there, right, from what you were saying, Day, what do you call it, where the clients don't even care. But here it is. If she did something to hurt you and your clients, it's only hurting her own business.
Yep.
So what is she really doing? She's gonna hurt her own business. So the fact of the matter is, take that bitch to the freaking courts.
Yeah.
Make that money. Then you don't have to do OnlyFans anymore. Right?
Yeah. She just gave you an out on your OnlyFans. You just need to, do a little bit of legwork and, get her ass in jail. And then you don't have to do OnlyFans anymore.
Thank you, dear Abby. I appreciate that advice.
Yeah.
We got to figure out which one of us is dear Abby, which one is Ann Landers. We'll figure that out. I want to be Dr. Ruth. Can I be Dr. Ruth Westheimer? I want to speak with an accent and every time we talk.
Yeah.
Like a crazy accent. I don't know. Now I sound
gotta
like
tell
Yoda.
you, I'm so jealous of you and your ability to make those accents. I can't do accents to save my life. If you asked me to do an Australian accent, you'd end up with Irish or something else. I have no ear for it whatsoever.
That's funny. Yeah, well, that one there was supposed to be Dr. Ruth, but it turned out to be like some kind of guy on crack or something.
Yeah.
That one didn't work out as well as I would have liked, but it is what it is. All right, let's move on. Let's
go.
Okay, I'm a happily married woman. I am a man. Oh, wait, I'm reading. Okay. I am a happily married woman of 12 years and have never cheated on my husband, who is a wonderful, hardworking man who loves me and our son unconditionally. About a month before the COVID outbreak, we were out with friends and I ran into a guy I hadn't seen since I was in my 20s, and he was still as sexy as I remember. He brought up the night we met, and I suddenly remembered things that I'd never even thought about until that very moment. He smiled at me, and I was instantly turned on and had to have him right then and there. There and then. Okay, I'm just stopping right now because I was like, whoa, hold on. Okay,
Yeah.
Before I knew it, my husband was standing there holding a drink in each hand, and the guy was gone. I looked around and saw him walking off and started following him to the bathroom, but before I could reach him, my husband was there again asking if I was okay. I wasn't. I'd almost done something I never thought I was capable of doing or had any desire to do until I saw that guy. Ever since then, I've been stalking his Facebook and Twitter accounts. I know I shouldn't, but I can't help myself with this guy. Please help me if you have any advice or experience with this kind of thing. Wow. Okay. So
That's rough.
okay, so she didn't do it though. She didn't do it.
Yeah.
She didn't do it. Okay. That's where I kind of got like I was like stumbling. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was trying to like figure out, wait, did she just bang this guy in this bar? Or
Well, because she said I had to have him right there and then. So it kind of
Yeah.
sounded like she was like, drop it all, let me get on this. But I think maybe she had to have him right there and then in her head. And
Okay.
then, but there wasn't enough time, or she didn't do it. Her husband showed up with drinks and
Okay.
was like, hey,
And now
remember
she felt
me?
like an ass. Now she felt like an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to take it first? I got things to say, but it's You can
Um,
take it first if you want. Ladies first, my love.
Yeah, so I just feel like one that's super rough. Like one you're being really hard on yourself. Like you are a human being and sometimes things unexpectedly show up for you and it's okay to kind of sit with it and be like, "Okay, I had this feeling. What does that mean? Is that a sign for something else that is going on in my relationship? Is there something that maybe needs to be inspected there? Like maybe there's a conversation or something going on that you didn't really realize, something underlying that, you know, all of a sudden you were able to look at this other man and have these feelings.
Mm.
However, again, and we've talked about this before, you build people up in your head. So, yeah, you might be stalking his Facebook and his Instagram account, but let's try and remember that only your best 10% gets on Facebook and Instagram. He's not showing you his fucking dirty ass toenails or like the fucking slob life that he lives with dishes piled up in the sink or his fucking sweaty asshole. None of that makes it to Instagram.
Why do you got to talk about my personal things here,
Yeah.
Dayna? The freaking hell, man! I thought you were my friend. Oh my lord, talking about my dirty this and that, and all right.
Subtly trying to call you out.
Why do you
We
gotta?
need to talk, Brim.
What the hell? I'm showered, I smell nice. What do you call it? So what? I have cornflakes for toenails. That's unimportant and not for people to know. Thank you very much, lady. Anyway, back to that. Yeah, no, I'm. Go ahead.
Yeah,
You were on point. Yeah.
I think that we need to think about that. And I think that also maybe you need to investigate a little further into your own relationship. It also could mean fucking nothing. It could just be a feeling that you had 15 years ago that you remembered. Our memories do that to us. It could mean fucking nothing. But that's for
Right.
you to sit on, like kind of sit with it and see how you actually feel about it. Start journaling. That's another thing. Write it all down. See, you'll work it out.
Yeah, but be careful that your husband doesn't see that journal because yeah,
Yeah.
that would be now here it is. Okay, so I condone I listen, I'm not condemning you because you didn't do it. You know what I mean? But here's the problem. You did think about it. And the fact that you thought about it, again, like Dana said, that does make sense. It might have just something you saw the guy, it triggered something from years ago, and now you're going, oh, but that was a fleeting thought, and maybe you just brought you back to that moment. It's just like, you walk into mom and dad's house after, not seeing them for a while, and mom's cooking dinner, and you get that whiff and it brings you right back to your childhood. Or
Mhm.
you taste something while you're out and it brings you back to something that you used to do, or a vacation that you had. Something's always going to bring you back to some kind of a memory. And
Uh-huh.
the fact is that even though that it was there, you were in your head and you didn't jump on it. Thankfully you didn't jump on it. Maybe it's because your husband showed up, but the fact is that why would you want to cheat on such a good guy? You know what I mean? And it doesn't seem like you want to cheat on your husband. So
Yeah.
take that memory of this dude that, what do you call it? Honestly, and I don't necessarily condone this either, but I can appreciate if you're going to do it and not cheat. Take it, put it in your head, and use that in your own spank bank for your husband. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So when you're just pretend your husband's in that moment with you, instead of doing this with some other guy, because you know what? You don't want to ruin the relationship you have, because at the end of the day, 12 years, married for 12 years,
Yeah.
that's a long time. And what do you call it? He loves you, he loves your son. The last thing you want to do is screw that up.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know,
easy to become complacent in your relationship. You've been with him for 12 years, you end
yeah.
up with a routine. It's easy to just like kind of fall into a lull. So my other suggestion might be think of the reasons that you fell in love with your husband to begin with. Think of those moments that you fell in love with your husband. Those I do this with my husband sometimes. Whenever I get really annoyed with him, I'll think back to the first time we had sex or a really good date that we had from way back when, to kind of stir up those own feelings again for myself.
Okay, there you go. Or she's like, I got that box of pictures of Brim. I'm just gonna bring them
Yeah.
out, and we'll be all good. And I'm gonna give them to my husband because he's the one that really wants to see Brim. That's what.
Yeah. The
Listen.
couple's Brim spank bank.
I am totally kidding. But what do you call it? No, the listen, I don't know, man. These serious ones, I don't want to give you the wrong advice. I think that the right
Yeah.
advice is, I think, with all jokes aside, I think that the right thing to do here is put it in your spank bank. If you're going to keep it at all, put it in your spank bank. Use it in bed with your husband, and keep it as your dirty little secret in bed. And just utilize that when you need to utilize it, and that's it. Don't delete the Facebook, delete the Twitter. Don't
Oh
look
yeah.
at it. There's no
Don't.
need for it. There's nothing good that's going to come of that. Nothing
Uh-uh.
good is going to come of it, and it's
No.
not right. It's not right. That, and I'm going to tell you right now, whether you think that it's cheating or not, it is cheating. It is cheating in terms of maybe not physically cheating,
Mm-hmm.
but that's intimately cheating. You're
Yeah.
cheating with your on him. You're cheating. I want to say this the right way. You're giving your intimacy to someone else, and
Yeah.
that is wrong. You should never be doing that if you're in a secure marriage. So and then as Dana said, if there is an issue in your marriage, and maybe you didn't see it before, maybe there's an issue in your marriage. What do we always say to do? Talk it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk
Yeah.
it out. I said it. Talk it out. Talk it out. So yeah. Anyway, and they instead of walk it out, talk it out.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I think we've served them. And again, and if you have another question or if what we said works, let us know. We'd love to hear, and we wish you luck on this. And again,
Yes.
what do you call it? If you can't get these thoughts out of your head, then it's a conversation that you have to have, and maybe he'll be understanding of it. Maybe he'll be like, yeah, that's crazy because I have the same thoughts every time I see your sister, and how's that going to make you feel? So you got to remember, you're dealing with another person, another human being, and they have feelings, male or female, doesn't make a difference. LGBTQ, everybody included, people have feelings. They're human beings, they're made of flesh and blood, and you need to be considerate of those people. So
Yeah, for sure. And then also just a quick reminder, be nice to yourself too. Realize that you're a
yes,
human being and that it's okay for you to have these fleeting thoughts whenever you have them.
yes,
And the fact that you didn't act on them, good on you. So just be gentle with yourself too.
yes, there you go. See, you're so
Oh,
nice. Look at you.
I know.
Look at you. You're so sweet. You're buttering them up. They're real nice. Like,
Yeah.
oh, sweetheart. It's
we,
okay, sweetie.
we
Don't
need them to keep
worry.
coming back. So.
Oh, it's true. It's true. All right. You're next. I'm glad you have this one.
Oh, this one is juicy. Um,
Zouch.
I got an STD because my husband cheated on me. Now I have to live with this forever and I hate him for it. I divorced him, FYI.
That's harsh, man.
Yeah.
That's like king douchebaggery right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what a douchebag. Like, so that means this guy probably went raw dog. He probably didn't even
Uh-huh.
bother, protecting himself or the woman. So who knows if he was, banging this chick who, I don't know, maybe the chick knew that he was married. Who knows what the situation was. But the fact is that now he's banging her raw dog, could get her pregnant. Nobody ever thought of that. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
and now he comes home and he fucks his wife, and now his wife has an STD. Like, it's just disgusting, man. I don't know.
Dude. And then also like this poor woman for the rest of her life, anybody that she dates, anybody that she is intimate with, now she has to have this conversation of, oh, FYI. Oh, and please, I really hope that you are having that conversation. Like
Yeah,
don't hide this if you are being intimate with somebody because then you're kind of passing the pain to somebody else and that's not cool.
yeah,
So, yeah, that sucks though. I mean,
yeah,
that hurts. Like you didn't do anything wrong and now you have to live with this forever. I
yeah. That's
feel
awful.
you. That really sucks and I'm sorry.
I think you should slap him a couple times. Now, I mean, I'm just, I, I'm curious to know how you found out that you had the STD, or did he tell you that he had the STD
Oh yeah.
after like how did that happen? You know what I'm
Eh,
saying? Like,
if he was cheating, he probably didn't come forward. I'm sure that she ended up with some burning or some shit like that
yeah,
and
yeah.
had to go get it checked out and then was like, "Oh, never had this before."
You say it so matter of factly. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, all right, no problem.
Oh,
What's
look at
going on,
that. Why, that
doctor?
looks like the herp.
Doctor, can you tell me what's going on down here in my vajayjay? It's
Yeah,
looking a little green, but I can't tell because I can't put my head between my legs. I just need a
doc,
little.
my vagina looks angry. Can you tell
It's
me why?
oh my! It's spitting at me, and I don't know why.
Oh,
What's going on here? It's like it's making ugly faces. It's usually very pretty. I don't know what's going on.
It usually oozes, but this time it's spitting. I don't know what to make of it.
It's you ever watched Jurassic Park? You had those little dinosaurs that they spit that stuff. That's what it looks like, and it's what it's doing. It's awful. Anyway, so listen, I'm so sorry. I'm not making fun of your STD, but I feel for you, and yeah, dude, glad he's gone because that is just some nasty ish right there.
Yeah.
Nasty. All right. Oh, another one-liner. All right, ready for this one? You
Ready.
I've been sleeping with my ex-wife's best friend for the last 6 months. All right.
Woo.
Wow. All right, so ex-wife,
Uh-huh.
her best friend.
Uh-huh.
That's like bro code on the girl side, right? Like,
Yeah, that's girl code.
like you're not supposed to do that, right?
No, but I mean, bitches be crazy. They they always like there's some friendships that I mean, luckily I don't have, but I used to have where the girl would be like your friend and she would want to like be close with you and know all of your deep dark secrets just so she could hate on you, you know? It was
Yeah.
like a weird backhanded friendship kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, this one kind of sounds like the best friend was jealous of the wife and now she's fucking the ex-husband. Like, ooh, there's a lot going on there. That's a lot to unpack.
Unbelievable. Well, look, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're having a good time doing it, awesome. And what do you call it? I hope she's good. Now the question is she better than the ex-wife? That's what I want to know. Is it like a slip and slide when you're having some fun in there? Like what's going on? I want to know. Bitches be crazy. I want to know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of
Like-
want to know that too. Is she better than the ex-wife?
Yeah, right. It's like, and I also want to know, like, so what attracted you to be sleeping with the best friend? And were you sleeping with the best friend before you were divorced? And if it's been happening for the last 6 months, is it a relationship or is it you know what I mean? Or is it
Yeah.
just a fling? Like for 6 months, that's like habit forming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
No,
don't know.
that's yeah, I can't say that I've ever had a relationship where I was sleeping with somebody for 6 months and it wasn't a full-on relationship, you know? Like that's a long time to be sleeping with somebody. But I imagine that it can't be out in the open if she's still the ex-wife's best friend.
Yeah, but he didn't. Well, they could still be best friends, or it could be the ex best friend,
Mm.
or we don't know, or maybe the ex wife. Does the ex wife know? Is she
Oh.
like I want to know? And see that's why you got to write more than a line, you son of a bitch. I want to know. Come on, man. Like I get that's great. Like all right, so you still have you got a sex life. That's wonderful. I'm
Yeah.
happy for you. Happy for you. It's been a blessed 6 months.
Yeah.
But I need to know more, like give me the goods. Dayna needs to know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Man, I don't
Right?
have enough drama in my life, so I need for you to provide your drama so that I can live vicariously through you.
Right? It's like, come on, man. I need to know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like the dancing bear. Like
I
we
don't
need
want
know
Brim to
more.
get mad, so give Dayna the meat, okay? We need the meat. Brim doesn't want the meat, but Dayna wants the meat, okay?
Dayna wants all the meats. She only likes it kosher though, so just be careful.
Yeah.
It's got to be blessed beforehand. Actually, no, it's different. She likes it before it's cut. That's the way she wants it. So we got to make sure, do the,
Uh-huh.
that's the cross thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm the Jewish. Yeah, so I can't do. I'm just trying to bless you, my father, for I have sinned. I guess I don't know what it is, but give her the uncut meat. But she only likes one brand. So unfortunately for you guys, you just can watch and see what's happening. And she's not doing the OnlyFans, and she's only doing this. So you got to join the club and pay attention to look at her pretty face or
That's
her
right.
Instagram. And then she puts up those pretty pictures like, "Hello, how are you?" And everybody's
My
like,
thirst
"Ah!"
traps.
Yeah, the thirst traps. Dayna, she's so gorgeous.
My
Right?
husband came home and he was like, nice thirst trap. I was like, thank you. That's so sweet.
I'd probably kill Danielle if she put pictures up like
Yeah.
that. I gotta be honest, because I could not possibly go after that many people on the internet. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, seriously. But hey, look, I don't care. I'm gonna reap all the benefits.
Yep, that's right.
I just love the stuff that you put up.
Thank you.
By the way, if anybody has not been paying attention to Dana's Twitter, her Twitter is absolutely flipping hilarious, and I am enamored by your Twitter. Like I'm sitting here like things pop up on my phone. I'm like, Dayna said this, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's freaking hilarious. I
Yeah.
start cracking up. Danielle's like, what's
Thank
funny?
you.
I'm like, it's Dayna again.
Yeah.
You know, like just yeah. Anyway, so I just wanted to put that out there. So Twitter,
Uh,
make sure you hit up the trophy wife.
oh yeah. My
So
world is endless content.
which is funny if people really knew, right?
Yeah. Oh,
All right, so you're up next. You got a
I
nice one.
am up.
Oh, and
Here
then
we
I got a
go.
meaty one. Okay.
Yeah. My partner asked me when we started dating, what's my sex partner number? His was 5. He knew I'd slept around a bit, so I told him 16 before I met him, and he was number 17. That's not the real number. The real number is 48 that I remember, and there's probably definitely a few I have forgotten or blocked out over the years, because who wants to remember bad sex?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow, you a hoe, girl. You a hoe.
Hey,
You
I know
a
people with
hoe.
numbers way bigger than that.
Yeah, I have numbers bigger than that, but
Yeah.
but holy you a
Brim,
hoe.
you a hoe.
I am. Well, I was. I have to, like now I have the ones I had to make up for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
holy crap, seriously. Damn, like girl, 48 that you remember? Shoo, what did we say before? Bitches be crazy.
Yeah.
She's living like that Samantha freaking Sex in the freaking City life right there. Like,
You know what?
just
Good
give me.
for her. Get a girl, get a girl, get a girl. Do it, do it.
Are
Because
you
there's so many dudes out there honing it up. You can do it too. You can
are
do
you
it too.
are you reevaluating your relationship right now?
Yeah. I told you I have to live vicariously through other people. Okay,
That's
let
what
her
I'm
get
talking
some.
about. Seriously, but that's a lot of. His was 5 though. Like, man, oh man. So here's the funny thing: is are you happy in this relationship? Because if he's only been with 5 people, I mean, the question is he experienced enough to satisfy a 48 and upper in the sack? You know what I'm
She
saying? Does
knows
that
what
make
she's
sense?
doing. Yeah, she's doing the
Hold on, it
work
has nothing to do with
anyways.
just her. She shouldn't have to do all the work. It's the man's job to do the man's work, and the woman's job to tell the man when he's doing it right or wrong. Am I correct?
How has anybody ever said like that's not okay? Don't do that to you?
Yeah, I get it all the
Really?
time. No, I'm just kidding. No, but no, like what do you call it? No, but yeah, of course. No, well, I mean, let's take that step back. I haven't got the you're doing it wrong.
Uh-huh.
I've always gotten the oh, can you do this or can you try that?
Okay, yeah.
So use
Yeah.
the suggestions, which just helps. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
if somebody's like, no, that's not it. That's not you're doing it wrong. That's a different animal altogether. Now you got
Yeah.
problems. And then you're like in the moment and you're like, oh, and then it goes, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? We want to do whoop. We want the whoop upwards momentum. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying with the upward sound. Whoop. We need one of those one of those little. You know what I'm talking about? Those little
We need a soundboard here.
sound whistle like. Yeah. I have the soundboard. We don't want a soundboard in here because I will get raunchy and I hope
Uh-oh.
that would be bad. We're I don't know, but yeah, I think that's crazy, Day. That's crazy.
You know what?
48 plus. How old are you, lady? I want to know. Watch this. She's like 22.
Listen, but I mean, for me, that doesn't even matter to me. I'm like, that was a little white lie that she told him because she didn't want him to feel intimidated by her past. So she gave a little white lie there. And you know what? Honestly, none of his fucking business. He doesn't need to know how many people she slept with.
What if they get married, Dayna? You don't think that you should be
does
out
it
and open
matter?
about that? Yeah.
Why?
Shit, I wouldn't want to be married to a hooey. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Seriously.
She got it out of her system.
But that is me. But that's me personally, and I understand not everybody's like that. I'm just a very jealous type of person, and that's just me personally. But
Yeah.
you're talking about that's why I didn't have a relationship or did not get involved into relationships with models, adult women, meaning adult film women.
Film, yeah.
And what do you call it? And Playboy type models. You know what I mean? Because I know plenty of them. I have known plenty of them over my time, but I would not get into a relationship with them because I wouldn't be able to handle, you know what I mean, their profession. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, it's good that you have that that know about yourself, that you're like, nah, I'm a jealous kind of guy, and I could just like imagine you going down the street after hearing 48 and being like, "Do you fuck that guy? What about that guy? Do you fuck that guy? How about him? Do you fuck him?" Yeah.
I love the face you made while you were doing those, by the way. That was hilarious. I am so glad that people can actually see this, because that was absolutely priceless. Like, I swear to God, I can't wait for the day that we are hanging out and doing something in person, because I am going to be laughing my ass off the entire time. Just the facial expressions alone are just amazing. But that's crazy. Listen, 48. Listen, that's a big number, and they're saying that's all they remember.
Yeah.
So I guess my big question here, to just a personal curiosity, I guess, personal, is like, how old are you? Like, are you in your 20s, 30s, or up? You know what I mean? Like if you're up there, you know what I mean? Maybe you're late 30s, early 40s and up, you know what I mean? And you're like, all right, well, 48, all right, maybe 1 or 2 a year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see maybe, you know what I mean? Like, okay. But like, if you're 20 and you're just going like ape wild, then I mean, look, you let your freak flag fly. Your kink is your kink. Again, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, in my own world, like, I that wouldn't fly for me. So I think it's smart that, I guess it sucks to I don't want to say it's smart. But I think it sucks that you felt the need to lie about yourself. And the problem is it will, if you stay in this relationship, it will come up eventually. It will come up. It's gonna happen. And when you've been laid that many times, guess what, sweetheart? Shit's gonna come back, just like our friend earlier that popped in the picture, and you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
See, and I'm on the other side of this. I'm like, you know what? You did what you wanted to do. You told a little white lie. To me, it's really not gonna matter. He's gonna love her for her being her. And I just don't feel like, unless she gathers everyone in a room, I don't think there's gonna come up a whole lot that she had sex with that number of people.
Possibly. What about old friends that might not,
there are the haters.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are haters. There are also people that might not know that conversation was had, and it's really none of their business. None of the business anyway. But people drink a little bit, and they loose lip sink ships, and you know what I'm saying? What do you call it? And and again, this is the biggest point that I want to make, is the fact that there's obviously a reason he asked.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So, being the fact that you told a little white lie, it might not have been little in his world, in the male psyche, if he is a jealous person, and if, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, 16, 17 is a lot, is a big number for most people. You know what I mean? But like, if he was, if he was okay with 16, 17, no, it is big. It's a big number. Some people, you remember old Aunt Pearl, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Remember old Aunt Pearl? She didn't even have one.
I know.
So poor Aunt Pearl.
Poor Aunt Pearl.
But it's true, for some people.
See, this girl was just making up for Aunt Pearl. She was like, I'll do yours and mine. She was just being generous with her vagina.
She's just like, well, 48, 60, and that's just the people I didn't suck their dicks, and those are different.
Yeah.
That's about 203. Like, wow. Nah, I'm just messing with you, lady. Listen, you get your freak flag on. I'm all about it. You know what I mean? If I slept with you, like, I'm sorry for being in addition to that number. Just mark it off. I'll pretend like it never happened.
Yeah.
There we go. And I'm sure it was one of the good ones. So I was definitely one of the numbers.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? So anyway, so are we ready to move along?
Let's end on this one.
Oh, we're gonna end on this. All right.
Yeah.
We've been talking a lot. All right.
We have, yeah.
All right. One of my best male friends, male friends, we have been friends for over 30 years now. Over the years, our other friends always said we should date, and it was a nice notion, but I was not in a place to be a good partner with him, and it wasn't right to ask him to wait. Then he met someone, and I was happy for him. About 10 years ago, he got married. First day with the new mouth. I don't particularly like his wife, but he loves her, and I'm still happy for them. The secret part is the day of his. Oh, it's a secret. The secret part is of the day of his wedding. During the reception, I was in the elevator heading to change to more comfortable shoes, and he jumped in, headed to his room for something I can't remember, and he kissed me, and it was a good kiss. Nothing else has happened since, but still, it was during his wedding reception. Wow.
Ooh.
Homie, all right. Well, listen, we've heard some doozies about wedding stories and yeah, and some loose brides, right? We have heard
Yeah,
about that,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and bridesmaids for that matter. And yeah, I mean, look, if he kissed you, you're a close friend. He considers you a close friend for over 30 years. Was it like a kiss, like a, oh, hey, day, and we just, mwah, you know what I mean? Or was it like a, sucking down your freaking face? That's one thing we want to know. One. Two, was he drunk? Had he started drinking? Because even though that's still not right, it's still like a, okay, well, it's a, all right, well, shoot, I'm married.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't know. Was it, maybe, I don't know the situation. Great story. The fact of the matter is that, I think that it's a very interesting situation. I think that maybe now you realize you should have probably gotten with him then. You know what I mean?
yeah. This is very my best friend's wedding, right? Like,
Oh yeah, Julia Roberts.
yeah. But to me, it kind of sounds like a little bit of closure on his part. Like it sounded to me like
You're
it could
right.
have just been a goodbye kiss. Like I'm married. I know that we had some feelings for each other lingering there for a while. I need to get this out of my system real quick. And this is I'm going to be happily married to this woman, and I'm a little sad that it wasn't you, that we never got the opportunity, but this is life now.
I feel that you are absolutely on point there. You're right, but I also think that's disgustingly wrong.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Like, think about it. If some guy, if you were friends with somebody, whatever, and they just got married, and some guy came and just started kissing on you, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, one, I think your husband would be really pissed off about it.
Oh,
You know what I
fuck
mean?
yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or you just got married and somebody tried kissing you, or or whatever. Or here, you know, uh, you know, uh, the same situation. You just got married. If you went to go and just give somebody and kiss somebody like that, I mean, you think your husband would be happy about it? No,
Definitely
that's
not.
wrong. No, that's wrong. You can't do things like that. That's just disgusting. But it's disgusting on his part, not hers.
Yeah.
I think she should. I mean, I think she knew better, because what she said here was like, I missed my opportunity. I'm happy for him. I don't necessarily like the wife, but I respect it and I'm there.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? But she wasn't trying in this story. She wasn't bringing, kind of like, take me, I'm yours. She was
Right. Yeah.
like in my best friend's wedding.
Yeah.
She's more along the lines of like, well, it didn't happen. C'est la vie. I should have done it. Now I'm single and 50. And what do you call it? And it happened. But this guy did the wrong thing. Now, again, what's the reason for it? Did he have a lapse in judgment? Did he have a thing for you? Did he realize that he does he think he made a mistake? I don't know.
I
Who
definitely
knows?
think that they had a mutual feelings for each other, but it sounds like it never played out to a place where they could be in a relationship with each other. And then, I don't know. It just sounds, I mean, I agree with you. I do think that it was wrong on his part to do, but also, I mean, humans are weird little fucking creatures, aren't we? And we
True.
act on impulses sometimes, and we make mistakes, and also sometimes you excuse things because in your head you're like, okay, I just wanted to do this one thing this one time and I'm never going to do it again, but I had to get it out of my system.
But so did she have a like? Did you have a conversation with him after that? Did you talk
Oh,
about it?
that's a great question.
See, and here's the thing: like, Dana and I can give you guys some really good information, like from the heart, actual,
Yeah.
suggestions. Of course, we joke around, and that's part of the show, and there's a reason, obviously, that we do that, because it's part of the entertainment value. But
Yeah.
if you want real answers, I mean, it's hard to answer without knowing all the facts and all the things. I mean, honestly, the first thing I would say is like, well, did you have a conversation with them after that? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, what happened? Did you leave the wedding? Did you feel dirty? Did you feel used? I mean, did you, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Did the wife?
also, yeah, I know you don't particularly like that new wife. So were you kind of in the back of your head going, haha, bitch?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Did you think, like, would you, if if he tried, would you have gone father? Would you have gone farther? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people. By the way, my brain is just mush right now, so I apologize.
don't worry,
I
guys.
am.
He's going on vacation though.
Yeah,
He's gonna
yeah,
come
yeah.
back all refreshed and new.
Yeah. We're gonna do all that. Yeah, no, again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know all the details. I would imagine, especially if you're in a hotel where the wedding is taking place, nobody else saw. Like, there was like a
Those
moment where,
elevators, they had 10 seconds to get in the smooch and then doors open. At least that's the way I imagine it in my head.
well, you've heard of a thing called an elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is between 10 to 15 to 20 seconds that, you're going from one floor to the next. And
Uh-huh.
that's the time that you have somebody, captivated to captivate them in conversation. And the fact is that, if it was only 10 to 20 seconds, how freaking good could the kiss have really been? Right?
I mean, I guess whenever you have feelings for somebody, most of the kisses are good.
Come on, Dana. I can kiss you on the cheek for 20 seconds. Be like, oh, that was so nice, Brim. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, I got to believe that he didn't walk in. Now, again, you're walking in, the door is closed. There's, 15 to 20 seconds, if that, right?
Yeah.
So you got to walk in. All right. The door's shut because he's not doing it with the doors open, I don't think. And what do you call it? Now you're just standing there. All of a sudden he goes, hello, I'm going to stick my tongue down your throat. And then, kisses you and then pulls away before, like, ding, like, it's over. There's not that much time there. How
Yeah.
really intimate could it be unless it's like a real first kiss and you grab him and, you have your hand behind, up in the scalp and, you know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
right back
In
here,
the
and
hair.
the nape of the neck, in the
Pull it
hair,
a little
and
bit.
just like a nice romantic and, like eyes. But to have a kiss like that, it's not a 20-second thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about it. I could be like, Dana, what's going on? Give you a big hug and a kiss, and that's 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
I mean, I'm not sitting and kissing you on the lips or shoving my tongue down your throat, but honestly, I don't think how much time this guy had to put his tongue down her throat anyway.
Yeah, it had to be immediate too. Like, doors closed and he was just like, I'm going for it.
Right.
And, then ding and the door's open.
It's not like loving an elevator where you pop the thing and stuck and then you're banging in the elevator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which is very interesting, I might add.
Yeah.
But I will neither
that was
confirm
Brim's
nor
number
deny.
47.
I toured a lot when I was younger. Anyway, that being said, what do you call it? Yeah, no. So what's your takeaway on that one? I mean, what do you think?
I think that that it was a closure kiss. It sounds like nothing else happened since then, and that, I mean, maybe it has her thinking a little bit, but he's married now and he's off the table, and life moves on. So that was your going away present. You got a kiss, and that was it. Yep.
Wow, that was your going away present.
Yeah.
Well. Our going away present for today's episode is Dana. Tell everybody our first rule of Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Absolutely. Guys, you already know the first rule of the Dirty Little Secret Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, everybody, thanks so much again for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for sending in all your amazing stories. Again, love the full stories. Give us as much info and as much detail as possible. So this way we can give you, especially if you just want us to tell a story and talk about the story and joke about it, that's one thing. But if you really want advice, and some people actually do want advice, please give us as much detail as possible. And Dana and I will absolutely do our best to do the Ann Landis thing and help you guys out. And what do you call it? We do hope that you do feel served after we do speak about the stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, as always, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, hit us up on all the social media, especially Dana's Twitter, because it's awesome. And what do you call it? We're going to see you again next week.
want something from you, you got another thing coming.